Today I am super excited. If you know what this is Eutsler custom knives. Now this particular model, actually I think is my favorite one out of the ones that he makes. The Neutralizer. This is my first foray into Eutsler knives. I've seen a lot of love and appreciation for his duckling and the neutralizers that he puts out. Now, oh gosh, let me put this aside. As you can see, this is in the ABL everything tie. You got that beautiful Zerk collar pivot going on, and this is both an opening hole and a flipper. It looks like he also makes ones that is flipper only, but this has both opening mechanisms. And right off the bat, the first thing that really stood out to me is just this beautiful craftsmanship, this milling. Everything is just perfectly executed. Now just ignore these carry marks is just from carry, just aesthetic kind of you know wear and whatnot. But aside from that, oh gosh, the craftsmanship of this guy is ridiculous. I love that collar pivot. Just adds so much character to it. Let's open her up. Oh, the action is, oh my god, this action is so amazing. Now I think honestly I've handled a lot of top tier production knives out there today, and this one has one of the most beautiful detents I've ever experienced. This detent is really snappy, but it's not so strong that it's like hard to open. As you can see, my ideal opening method is that that spidey flick, but again you could use that really small flipper tab. Right off the bat, this flipper tab is definitely small, as you can see, right? And it's almost like a what do you call it, like a light switch type action. Let me see if I could kind of push. Yeah, I could push it. See, I think because this detent is tuned so perfectly, you could either kind of do the push button or that light switch. Either way, it works very effectively. And then, oh, that's my favorite opening method, to be honest. But oh my gosh, this thing is beautiful. Sorry, just got a little bit of that finger oils on there, but I gotta have my hand moisturized. But yeah, oh, this knife is absolutely phenomenal. Let me bring out another knife that I recently brought into my collection. This is the Skiff Fugitive. I think size-wise they're pretty comparable. Yep, they're pretty much lengthwise right there. The dimensions are fairly similar. I think definitely the Neutralizer has a little bit more of a cutting edge than the Fugitive because of that pronounced like forward finger choil. So there you go. So here's definitely, I would say, like really comfortable medium size EDC. Yeah, this thing is phenomenal. This is just the first impressions. I literally just got this in, and gosh, oh, the acoustics on this guy is, oh, so good. So good. Look at that. This is definitely drop shut action. Oh, it just glides on those bearings. I believe no, this is all USA made. I think he may use what do you call it, like some parts that he doesn't make. I think the pivot screw, I think he may have gotten it from elsewhere, but aside from that, I think he makes everything else in-house. Gosh, this thing is phenomenal. Look at that. The blade is just dead centered. This is a beautiful example of what just a top tier knife looks like these days. You know, gosh, I just can't stop deploying this knife. It is so addictive. The action, the feel, the sound is just phenomenal. Anyways, there you go. It's just my first impressions. Whew, this thing is amazing. Just amazing. I don't know what else to say. I just, you know, I think after I've handled, you know, some of these other kind of top tier knives out there, you know, I'm like, okay, like how much better can it get? And then something like this comes along, right? And I'm like, Jesus, there are definitely levels to this game. Eutsler is just doing some phenomenal work. It is harder to get. You know, I believe he does like small batch productions. You know, so when they do, you know, when he does do drops, they go really fast. The best kind of place to get, you know, some of his work would probably be the secondary. But goodness me, this thing, out of, like I said, I think he makes 3 models that I'm aware of. It's the duck, and then the duckling, and then the neutralizer. And out of all 3, this is my favorite. Just aesthetically, just visually, I think it really checks all my boxes. It has a very unique, just really cool look, you know. And I love this kind of this straight edge sheep's foot Warncliffe style blade. At least for my cutting task, I do a lot of the pinch grip, so this is very ideal. You know, I'm cutting into things, slicing using that pinch grip. So this blade shape with that pinch grip is just a perfect combination. So absolutely love this knife. But yeah, there you go. I would love to hear your thoughts. If you have any questions, or just even if you have a neutralizer or one of his other models, I would love to hear your experience with them. But with that being said, thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys later.